10 kitchen tools you need to replace right now. Your kitchen tools could be making you sick without you even knowing it. Some items sitting in your drawers and cabinets right now are quietly collecting dangerous bacteria, releasing harmful chemicals into your food or putting you at risk of serious burns and cuts. The worst part? Most people keep using them every single day. I'm Marcus, and welcome to Seniors Cleaning Hacks, where we help you keep your home safe, clean, and healthy. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly which kitchen items need to go immediately and why keeping them around could be dangerous for you and your family. If you find this helpful, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss our safety tips. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Now, let's get into it. Tool number 1, your old can opener. Let's start with something most people ignore, the can opener. You probably don't think twice about that trusty can opener you've had for years, but here's the problem. Can openers get rusty and dull incredibly fast. When your can opener starts to rust, those tiny metal particles can break off and fall directly into your food. We're talking about actual rust and metal shavings mixing with the soup, beans, or vegetables you're about to eat. That's not just gross, it can cause real health problems. Beyond rust, old can openers accumulate bacteria in all those small crevices and moving parts. Even if you rinse it after each use, food particles get trapped in places you can't see or reach. Every time you use it, you're potentially spreading that bacteria to fresh food. How do you know it's time to replace yours? If it doesn't cut smoothly anymore, and you have to work hard to get that can open, or if you spot any rust spots or discoloration on the blade, it needs to go. A new can opener only costs a few dollars and could save you from contaminated food. Before we move on, if you're already thinking about items in your kitchen that need replacing, leave a comment below and let me know what you're tossing out after watching this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really helps us continue making these helpful videos for you. Tool number 2. Cutting boards covered in deep scratches. Cutting boards are absolute workhorses in our kitchens. We use them multiple times every single day for chopping vegetables, slicing meat, cutting bread, you name it. But those deep grooves and scratches that develop over time, they're far more dangerous than most people realize. Every slice with your knife creates tiny cuts in the board's surface. At first, these marks seem harmless, but as they get deeper, they become perfect hiding spots for bacteria. Food particles get trapped down in those grooves where your sponge or brush can't reach them, no matter how hard you scrub. Even worse, bacteria love moisture, and those deep scratches hold on to water long after you think the board is dry. Raw chicken juice, beef blood, vegetable matter, all of it settles into those damaged areas and stays there, growing colonies of harmful bacteria that transfer to the next food you cut. Wood cutting boards and plastic ones both have this problem. The difference is, plastic boards tend to show the damage more obviously, while wood boards can hide it better. But both need replacing once they're heavily scarred. Look at your cutting boards right now, and I mean really examine them. If you can see deep knife marks, dark staining that won't wash out, or rough patches that catch on your sponge, those boards have to go. Your health is worth more than holding on to an old cutting board. Tool number 3. Kitchen sponges and old scrub brushes. Here's something that might surprise you. Your kitchen sponge could be the dirtiest thing in your entire house. Not the toilet, not the garbage can, the sponge you use to clean your dishes. Sponges are designed to soak up liquid and trap particles. That's exactly what makes them so dangerous. Every time you wipe down a counter or wash a dish, your sponge picks up food bits, grease, and moisture. Then it sits by your sink, warm and wet, the perfect environment for bacteria to multiply rapidly. Studies have shown that kitchen sponges contain millions of bacteria per square inch. We're talking about more germs than you'd find on most toilet seats. Every time you use that sponge, you're essentially spreading bacteria all over your clean dishes and counters. Some people try microwaving their sponges or putting them in the dishwasher to sanitize them. But experts agree this doesn't eliminate all the bacteria. It just kills the weaker strains and allows the stronger, more resistant bacteria to thrive. The solution? Replace your sponges every single week. I know that seems frequent, but it's necessary if you want to keep your kitchen truly clean. Even better, switch to washable dishcloths that you can throw in the washing machine after each use. If you prefer scrub brushes, replace those monthly or whenever the bristles start looking worn or stained. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you're learning something new, and share it with friends or family who might need these tips too. Let's keep everyone's kitchen safer together. Tool number 4. Nonstick pans with damaged coating. Nonstick pans are incredibly convenient. Food slides right off, they're easy to clean, and you need less oil for cooking. But when that nonstick coating starts to break down, those pans become a serious health concern. Most nonstick pans are coated with Teflon or similar materials. When the coating is intact, it's considered safe for cooking. However, once it starts to scratch, peel, or flake off, those tiny pieces of coating can end up in your food. You'll notice this happening when food starts to stick to spots on the pan, when you can see the metal underneath showing through, or when you find small black flakes mixed in with your eggs or pancakes. That's the coating breaking apart. The health risks aren't fully understood, but we do know that ingesting flaking non-stick coating isn't good for you. Some older Teflon coatings contained chemicals that have since been phased out due to health concerns, but even newer formulations aren't meant to be eaten. Here's the thing about non-stick pans. Unlike cast iron, stainless steel, or copper cookware that can last a lifetime with proper care, non-stick pans have a limited lifespan. Even with gentle use and proper care, they eventually wear out. That's just the nature of the coating. Check your non-stick pans carefully. If you see any scratches, bubbling, peeling, or discoloration of the coating, it's time to replace them. Don't try to squeeze a few more months out of a damaged pan. Your health isn't worth the risk. Tool number 5. Dull knives that won't cut properly. This might sound backwards, but dull knives are actually far more dangerous than sharp ones. Most people assume a sharp knife is more likely to cut you, but the reality is exactly the opposite. When a knife is sharp, it slices through food cleanly with minimal pressure. You have complete control, and the blade goes exactly where you direct it. But when a knife gets dull, you have to press down much harder to make it cut. That extra force means less control, and when the knife finally does slip, and it will, it's moving with a lot more power behind it. Dull knives are also more likely to slide off the surface of food instead of biting into it. Ever tried cutting a tomato with a dull knife? The blade presses down on the skin without cutting through, then suddenly slips off to the side. That's when accidents happen. Some knives can be sharpened many times and brought back to life, and that's definitely the first option to try. But if your knives are old, damaged, or made from poor quality steel that won't hold an edge no matter how many times you sharpen them, it's time to invest in new ones. Good knives don't have to cost a fortune. You don't need an expensive knife set. A few quality basic knives that you keep sharp will serve you far better than a full block of dull, cheap knives. If you're enjoying these tips, make sure you're subscribed to Seniors Cleaning Hacks. We post helpful videos like this regularly to help you maintain a cleaner, safer home. Tool number 6. Wooden spoons and spatulas with cracks. Wooden utensils are kitchen classics that many people love. They don't scratch pans, they feel comfortable in your hand, and they have a traditional charm. But wood is porous and absorbent, which creates some serious hygiene problems over time. As wooden spoons and spatulas age, they develop small cracks and splits in the grain. These cracks start out tiny and barely visible, but they grow deeper with continued use and washing. Those cracks become repositories for food particles, grease, and bacteria. Unlike plastic or metal utensils that you can fully sanitize, wooden utensils can't be completely cleaned once they're damaged. The bacteria works its way deep into the wood fibers, where soap and water can't reach. Even worse, wood retains moisture, creating an environment where bacteria thrives. You'll know your wooden utensils need replacing when you notice visible cracks or splits, when they develop a persistent odor that won't wash away, when they become discolored with dark stains, or when the surface feels rough and splintery instead of smooth. Don't wait until a piece of wood splinters off into your food. Replace damaged wooden utensils before they become a health hazard. If you love cooking with wood, that's fine. Just commit to replacing them regularly when they show signs of wear. Tool number 7. Baking sheets with rust spots. Baking sheets take a beating in our kitchens. They go from room temperature into hot ovens and back again. They get scrubbed with abrasive cleaners, and they're constantly exposed to moisture. Over time, many develop rust spots, and that's when they need to be replaced. Rust on baking sheets isn't just unsightly, it's genuinely problematic for your health and your food. When you cook on a rusty baking sheet, tiny particles of rust can transfer directly onto whatever you're baking. Those rust particles get baked right into your cookies, roasted vegetables, or sheet pan dinner. Beyond the health concerns, rust also ruins the taste of your food, giving it an unpleasant metallic flavor. Once rust starts on a baking sheet, it's nearly impossible to remove completely, and it will continue to spread and worsen with each use. Examine your baking sheets closely. Look for orange or reddish-brown spots, rough patches, or areas where the coating has worn away completely. If you spot rust, don't try to scrub it off and keep using the sheet. Just replace it. Baking sheets aren't expensive, and having a few good-quality rust-free sheets in your kitchen makes cooking and baking so much more enjoyable. Plus, you won't have to worry about metal contamination in your food. Tool number 8. Worn-out oven mitts with holes. Oven mitts are one of those items we tend to ignore until we actually get burned, and by then, it's too late. These protective items are crucial for kitchen safety, but they wear out faster than most people realize. The insulation inside oven mitts breaks down with repeated use and washing. The material gets compressed and thin, especially in high-use areas like the palm and fingers. When this happens, the mitt can no longer properly protect you from heat. Visible holes or tears are obvious signs that oven mitts need replacing, but thinning material is just as dangerous and harder to spot. If you can feel more heat through your oven mitts than you used to, if they seem less padded than before, or if you notice any weak spots, burns, or scorched areas, they're no longer safe to use. Oven burns from hot pots, pans, and baking dishes can be severe. Second- and third-degree burns require medical attention and can take weeks or months to heal properly. Don't risk a serious injury by continuing to use damaged oven mitts. Oven mitts are inexpensive and easy to replace. Keep a couple of good quality pairs in your kitchen and swap them out as soon as you notice any wear. Your hands will thank you. Make sure you hit that like button if you're finding this information useful, and drop a comment telling me which of these items you're going to replace first. Tool number 9. Old basting brushes made from natural fibers. Basting brushes are incredibly useful for spreading butter on rolls, coating meat with marinade, or glazing pastries with egg wash. But if you're using an old-fashioned brush made from natural bristles instead of silicone, it could be harboring dangerous bacteria. Natural fiber basting brushes are made from materials like boar hair or other animal fibers. These bristles are porous and absorbent, meaning they soak up and hold on to liquids, including raw meat juices, egg wash, and butter that might contain bacteria. Even if you wash these brushes thoroughly after each use, the natural fibers retain moisture and food particles deep inside where you can't clean them properly. This creates an ideal environment for bacterial growth, especially when the brush is stored in a dark drawer between uses. The solution is simple. Replace old natural fiber basting brushes with modern silicone versions. Silicone doesn't absorb liquids, can be thoroughly cleaned and even sanitized in the dishwasher, and lasts much longer without degrading. They're safer, more hygienic, and actually work better for most basting tasks. If you currently have natural bristle brushes, especially ones you've owned for years or that show signs of staining or odor, toss them out immediately and upgrade to silicone. Tool number 10. Kitchen tools you never actually use. Let's talk about something a bit different for our final item. We're not talking about something dangerous or contaminated. We're talking about clutter. Most of us have kitchen drawers and cabinets stuffed with gadgets, tools, and utensils we almost never use. That avocado slicer you bought on impulse, the specialty knife for cutting herbs, the garlic press you used once. These items just take up valuable space and create unnecessary clutter. Clutter makes your kitchen harder to navigate and more stressful to work in. When you're trying to find the spatula you actually use and have to dig through a drawer full of random tools, it slows you down and creates frustration. When drawers won't close properly because they're too stuffed with items, it's a sign you need to declutter. Go through your kitchen tools honestly. If you haven't used something in the past 6 months, you probably don't need it. Either donate these items to charity where someone else might use them, or throw them away if they're in poor condition. Keeping only the tools you regularly use makes your kitchen more organized, more efficient, and more pleasant to cook in. You'll spend less time searching for things and more time actually enjoying meal preparation. So there you have it. 10 kitchen tools that need to be replaced right away to keep your kitchen safe, clean, and functional. Remember, kitchen safety isn't just about preventing obvious accidents. It's also about protecting yourself from hidden dangers like bacteria, rust, and chemical contamination that build up in damaged or worn-out tools over time. I'm Marcus from Seniors Cleaning Hacks, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our cleaning and safety tips. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from these important reminders. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these items surprised you most, or tell me what kitchen tool you're definitely replacing after watching this video. I read every comment and love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and keep that kitchen clean.